So today's session is about vascular access in total. And I think vascular access is an amazing field that interventional radiologists have the chance to master. I get the chance to talk about the percutaneous fistula creation, which I think is a very interesting field in the sense that nowadays interventional radiologists get the chance to get a holistic approach for vascular access, and not only to maintain but to create one.
The today MSK, interventional oncology sessions, deals with two main categories of treatments. We are starting with augmentation techniques on the spine and on the peripheral skeleton, and then we'll move on to ablation, spine ablation, and finally with my lecture on ablation on soft tissue tumors. On my lecture, I am thrilled to share some new indication regarding ablation of soft tissue, because actually we're moving from ablation of secondary soft tissue tumors to ablation of primary soft tissue lesions. We'll talk about endometriomas, about ablation of desmoid tumors, and some residual tumors of low-grade sarcomas. I'm looking forward to receiving questions from the audience here and that from at home, and exchanging ideas. This would be very, very interesting.
In today's session, Vertebroplasty 2023, we have a number of super speakers, world-renowned authors. We're all very passionate about vertebroplasty and the patients that we're taking care of. The first session will be on the sham trials and breaking them down as they relate to the Cochrane Review. The second will do a deep dive on the Cochrane Review itself and how it impacted access to care in vertebroplasty. The third session will be on morbidity and mortality as it relates to vertebral fractures. And then my session, which I'm very excited about, is on the controversy of whether vertebroplasty, vertebral augmentation itself, causes new or increased risk of fractures. I actually think that that's sort of the first level, but the bigger level story is, as interventional radiologists, are we actually taking care of the disease of osteoporosis? I think that's the bigger question and the bigger calling for all of us in our society.
For over 100 years, Terumo has been contributing to healthcare and impacting society through healthcare. And we've been the leader in access, target lesion access, and closure devices. But for the last 20 years, we also moved to become a minimally invasive therapeutic company. The partnership with CIRSE has been always full of trust. We trust CIRSE to guide us and to help us do the best when it comes to our therapeutic offering. And for the last 20 years, we've done a lot together, both in terms of the medical and clinical strategy, but also in terms of the professional education. So at CIRSE this year, we're introducing two new innovations. One is our FemPop stand, which is a dual-layer micro-mesh stand called Ranzan. And we're also introducing our new bioresorbable microsphere called BioPearl, which is really a great innovation that we're very proud of. Key areas for the future of IR will first include things that are already there, so continuous focus on the vascular treatments for patients, on the oncology treatments, but also will encompass new diseases like venous and new technologies like usage of AI in image-guided therapies. And I think one thing that's also important is how pharma and medical devices will collaborate further for combined therapies for the benefit of the patients.